There we go. Okay, feel it.
Doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. Screams from the haters.
While we're doing this, here's what I want you to do. You got a friend that just left? Go get him. Not a joke. Stand up. Everyone, go to the hall. Bring everybody in. Not a joke. I need everybody in here right now. Let's start with the question. First of all, I want to acknowledge Dallas. Dallas asked a question right at the beginning. He said, "Why are you here?" If you know why you were here today, if that question's already been answered for you, raise your hand. Awesome. I love it. If you don't know yet, I want you to dial it in. We're going to take a break right after me. We're going to take a break. You can go to the bathroom. You can do whatever else your habits tell you to do. But right now, I want you to dial in right here. Because if you don't know why you came today, I need you to find out. If you don't know why you woke up today, why you got out of bed, if you're on freaking autopilot, it is time for you to disengage with that nonsense and let's be here. Let's be present. Let's not let life happen to us. It's going to happen for us. I want to talk about be equal. Christopher, where are you, my friend? Christopher Johnson is perhaps one of the finest human beings on the face of the planet. If you know Chris, you are blessed. I'm blessed for knowing Christopher Johnson, one of my dear friends. Chris heads Be Equal. And I'm here on behalf of Be Equal today. Passionate people, powerful causes, and a better world. I want to tell you how we do that. My role in Be Equal is very simple. I connected with Stuart, the other Deven in the entire world that spells his name incorrectly like me, D-E-V-E-N. And did I say Stuart already? Stuart, Deven, and Christopher. Ben, my business partner, raise your hand, Ben. Actually, stand up, Ben, because, yeah, dude. Ben puts me through enough grief that I make him stand. What we do is we find impactful projects through Christopher and Be Equal, projects that require investment. And we bring together profitability and philanthropy in a way that can impact people domestically and internationally. And it's a beautiful relationship. As we do that, I invite you to talk to Chris. Get involved in Be Equal. Incredible. Be Equal's involved with New Human. You know, all of this mixes together and feeds one another. Right? Quad gang, let's go. Let me, can you guys indulge me for 1 second? I'm a ginger. You don't know, but I grew up on 129 South here in Riverton, Utah. 22nd West, if you got to know it particularly. It's that little brick Rambler. I drove by it. Life's not easy for a young redhead because kids are mean, right? Kids are mean. If you're poor and a redhead, kids are really mean. Because I didn't have those Nikes, right? I had to pay less. You guys remember Payless? You got your foot measured like it's a big deal. You walk around like that $7 pair of shoes is, you walk in, it doesn't matter. You're getting them. You know, mom already decided. It doesn't matter. Walk around, all right. This isn't Deven. By the way, this is off script. Sorry. Sorry, Al. This is actually DMFD. This is a persona. I learned at a young age that I could be somebody else. And over time, we've become the same person. But this isn't Deven. This is DMFD. I do business as DMFD. I raise my family as DMFD. I stand in front of you as DMFD. That's my person. It's who I decided to be. I said, I am who I decide to be. Emerson said, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Does that ring true for you guys? How do we decide? What does that look like? Is it like we get fired up, we leave here today, we're like, yes, I'm on fire. And we are somebody else? I would suggest to you that that is not how it happens. It is in the daily disciplines, the habits, if you will. I learned 2 things from Dave today. Thanks, Dave and Susie, by the way, for being here. I learned habits, and I learned that size matters, unless you're Al. Hey, I don't know, bro. You threw it out. Authenticity, vulnerability, right? EDD. It's what I teach my kids. I have 4 beautiful children. EDD, every damn day. It's every damn day. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. You feel like it? Great. You don't feel like it? Great. What does that have to do with anything? Yeah, that didn't work out well, did it? That's all right. If you can't see it, it's all the same. I want to tell you guys a story. When I was in my early 20s, I did not yet know that loss was possible in my life. This DMFD persona had taken me through high school. I'd committed to go play football at an Ivy League school. Everything was going well. I had a little hiccup. The Ivy League school had a coaching change. That didn't work out. I thought, that's fine. I have academic scholarships because I'm DMFD, freaking valedictorian. So I had an academic scholarship at BYU. I thought, I can walk on the football team there, no problem. I'm going to play football. I'm going to live my dreams. One of my high school buddies, who cannot be here today, who I love dearly, shout out to Spence Hunn, who is at Wasatch right now and getting some treatment, right? Spence approached me and he said, hey, we're going to start a business with Stephen Covey's son. I was like, okay. I mean, that's cool. I don't know that guy. I come from nothing. I live on 129 South, man. We start a business, and it's just out of control. More success than any 20-year-old, I was 22, should ever have. I remember the first week I made $100,000. And then the next week, $100,000. And then the next week, $100,000. And I thought, DMFD, baby. Unstoppable. I told my wife, you married a champion. We met when we were sophomores in high school, by the way. And I just snatched her up. She didn't even know. That's when I knew I was good at sales. If you see my family, you're like, dude, this guy, sales. That went on for years. years, millions of dollars. I exited that company, went on investments, houses, cars, all the things, right? Winner, DMFD. 07, I have a buddy who needs a late 06, right? You guys with me? I got 10 million in the bank. I got a buddy who needs 10 million to finish development. All in. That was my nest egg. I mean, I can't lose. But 18 months later, we were homeless. 4 kids, wife, wasn't feeling like a champ. DMFD went into a little bit of a hibernation period. And this is where I want to introduce this concept of I am, the language. You guys have heard this already, right? Cap mentioned this, spoken or unspoken. What we say, what we think, it matters. I started to say, I am poor. I'm a failure. I'm a loser. We'll get to that one. My in-laws are good folks. They took us in. So I was in the basement. I went in at 200, sounds funny, where's Dallas? I went in at 225. I went into the basement. Prison of my own making. At 225. I wouldn't eat. Pride, right? My wife's like, let's get on food stamps. Like, hell no, we're not doing that. I'm a winner. I'm going to win. I said words. I didn't feel words. Does that make sense to anybody else? I'm a winner. You know what I felt? Freaking loser. Stupid. You had everything. How'd you screw up that bad? We ruminate, right, Susie? We ruminate. And it just went and went and went. Anybody have a guess how long we were in the basement? That would have been nice. 5 years. 5 years. 5 years trying to figure my shit out. You guys believe in God? If you don't, it doesn't matter. God believes in you. I got to the point where I thought, you know what, God, if you're even there, you're going to provide for my family, because I am not. I knew the plan. I did the research. I knew what to do. Everyone was gone. Had the weekend planned. I reach out to God one more time. Nothing. Except for a knock at the door. Like, dude, really? You gotta have a salesman today? Don't interrupt me. Wasn't a salesman. It's my little brother who lives in D.C. Comes downstairs, says, why am I here? And I knew in that moment that God was real. Didn't look like God, looked like my little brother. But God is everywhere. My brother saved my life that day. God and my brother saved my life that day. I'm no expert, but I know that when we tune in, we can make an incredible impact in others' lives. Just to reach out, just a call, just a hello, just a kindness, something so small. I indulged and took some time telling stories, Al, so I'm gonna skip over a lot of this stuff that's already been discussed, but I want to plant a seed with you. And I have OCD. It doesn't make me crazy. I can't even look at it. I want to get my laptop out right now and fix that. Okay? Yeah, we'll roll with that. Yes. I want to plant this seed. You are a literal co-creator with God. When you say I am, anyone familiar with that in the scripture? What is the name of God? I am. You want to talk about taking God's name in vain? When you use I am statements inappropriately, when you say I am a loser, when you say I am stupid, when you say I have no worth, that is taking the Lord's name in vain. The great I am. It's hard to believe sometimes the I am, but it's real. We have to feel the I am, not just say it. You guys have done this before, right? Where you're like, affirmations. You guys ever heard the Snoop Dogg affirmations? Oh my. They're so hilarious. Look them up. Snoop Dogg affirmations for children. It is the greatest thing on YouTube. All right. So look, you have to feel. And if you are not ready to say, I am smart, do it this way. You guys check me on anything, by the way. If I'm preaching something that's not right. Fact check. Let's fact check the heck out of this thing, right? Start with, I am willing to study. You guys look at my Audible account, it's out of control. 2 books a week for me. 2 books a week. I am willing to study. I am willing to dedicate. I am willing to work. I am willing to show up. This quantum field is fascinating. I invite you to be willing to study it. It's fascinating. As we've already discussed, words matter. What you say matters. I want to just touch briefly on what you say and feel. Because the quantum field operates on energy. on enthusiasm. You guys know the root of enthusiasm? Latin from Greek. Is that you, Dally? No, but it's great man right here. What's your name, brother? Gregory. Absolutely. God-filled. Enthusiasmos. Filled with God. God-filled. Enthusiasm is creation. It's vibration. It's frequency. If you show up here waiting to receive something, you're doing it half-assed. Bring it. Don't sit there. Bring it. You bring your enthusiasm. Because I'm going to deliver message A to you. But I guarantee to you that some of you right now are receiving message B, C, D, E, and F. From source, from God, from the Great Spirit. I can say something, and if you're in that vibrational frequency, you'll hear what I say, but you'll feel what God is saying to you. Okay? Two quick breaths. Exhale. I talk to two people every morning. 3. I talk to my wife. I talk to God. And I talk to my higher self. I have a meditation that I do where I talk to my highest self. God's right there. It's God, highest self, and me. And we talk. By the way, how many of you would be interested in that meditation? If I were to do a guided meditation, okay. Here's what I'll do. I don't have it ready for you, but if you guys will go to Instagram and find @Deven spelled wrong, because my parents started off that way. Red hair wasn't enough, Mom? Right? That's my dad. Deven.r.davis. If you'll just follow real quick and then send me a DM and just say meditation, okay? I'll send it to you. By the way, I charge my consulting clients $1,000 an hour for this stuff, but I'll give it to you. That meditation is my EDD every damn day. Every day. I don't miss a day. I can't afford to miss a day. I cannot afford to miss a day talking to God and talking to my higher self. Why would I do that? Why would I skip a day? Why would I go through a day and just fumble it away? It's good, this is the last slide. That's how it's supposed to look. Kind of, this one's. The last thing I want to share with you is really just an invitation. It's an invitation to go home today and to decide. It's a choice. Everything we do is a choice. Decide who you want to be. And it is in the being that we are powerful. The I am helps us to be, helps us to become, helps us to feel that energy that we need to feel. Reevaluate your day. And if it's not being lived on purpose, freaking do something about it. That is your choice. Life is not happening to you unless you let it. You decide, you choose. Tiffany, by the way, who is just a beautiful human being, right? Tiffany mentioned that I do have some tools, and I just make these available so that I can't take on clients. I actually don't consult anymore. I used to. Ben and I are so busy with our venture capital stuff that there's no more time for clients, but I do have some tools, and you can have them. I'll give them to you. Whatever. I should figure out how to pay what you want. I don't even care. I don't care. But I do have this workbook, emotional regulation. I am. This is my I am process if I'm working with somebody. So if you guys want it, scan the QR code. If you don't want it, DM me, and I'll send you the meditation. The last thing I want to share is that I love you. Adam Raines, I love you, bro. It's true. Ben and I were talking this morning. Was that last night? Whatever it was. Same thing. If you're in Adam's world, that's the same thing. Bro, yeah. Love, right? Ben says, you know what Adam is? Adam's love. I want people to say that about me. I'm mean looking. My wife has to remind me to smile. That's why I don't do it that much, right? I mean, it's like... You guys love me. I love you. And I want you to love others. Starting with yourself. Starting with yourself. Loving yourself is where everything else starts. Love yourself enough to take action on this today. If you've been inspired to make a change, love yourself enough to make that change. Thanks, you guys, for your time today. I appreciate you being here. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you.